but I'm going there tomorrow. Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Is that yours?
No, it's yours.
Thank you very much.
Can we make a start, ladies and gentlemen? And is the camera rolling? For those that are going to address the council, I would just point out we do have a camera because all our meetings are filmed and they will go on YouTube. They may not pick you up on the visual, but they will pick up the audio. I'm not saying anything, but just to be aware that anything anybody says will be picked up, not necessarily used against them. It's open house for people then to view, if they so wish, on YouTube. In no particular order, do you want to talk about your the planning issue, please?
Yes, indeed. Good evening. My name is David Camps, my partner Brent Walker. We live at 154 Brent Street, and I wish to object to a planning application made by our next door neighbours, 152 Brent Street. They own the paddock that lies to the rear of our garden and our next door neighbours, the Luncheons, in 154, a very large paddock. Their application is to build an all-weather horse training arena in that paddock, which would butt right against our rear wall of our garden and extend for an area that I reckon is about 2/3 of the size of our plot and the next door's plot in their entirety. My reasons for objection are a number of them. I'm sorry, I can't read very well, my eyes are very bad. First of all, the effect of noise and disturbance. The proposal creates a use where people will be walking horses around, giving instructions, etc., etc. Also, privacy and overlooking. People riding horses by will be riding within a few feet of the bottom of our garden and have views straight into our garden. The lawful use of that land is agricultural, and despite possibly having, well, they have had to be keeping horses there from time to time over a number of years, we know of no historical application for change of use to anything like this, which I would suggest is almost on a commercial basis. And finally, that the application is not accompanied by an ecological survey. There are a lot of wild animals in the area, badgers. We've had an adder in our garden, and we have a number of these nesting birds and so on and so forth. There surely would be an effect on them as well. I consider there may be at least 2 flaws in the submission. The riding arena is larger than it should be allowed, extending right up against the gardens of 154 and 156 Brent Street, and features a tiny strip of land is insufficient for landscaping scheme which would shade it from our view. Finally, there is an actual misstatement in the application. Paragraph 2.2 states that the site itself sits to the rear of the existing house. This is not correct. It sits to the rear of our house and the Luncheons in 156. There is a similar paddock to the rear of their house, number 152, which in my view would be a much more suitable site for such a development.
Thank you very much, David.
If I have any questions, I'm quite happy to try and answer them.
Can I just, before we take any questions, what I was going to say to you is just to advise that we are an advisory body.
I understand that, Di. Yes.
Fine, we can't make any.
I know, absolutely.
John is going to make.
Could I ask a couple of things, please? First of all, I don't know the people who own the house and the horses. Are they sort of major horse owners? What have they got by way of horses?
Brent will know better than I.
Yes.
We have a full view of this area because we
Do they own a number of horses?
When they arrived, they had 2 small, what they call miniature ponies.
Right.
They sort of disappeared after a while and some more came. Brenda reckons there have been 7 different horses there in the 18 months
But
they've
at the
been
moment
there.
it's just one.
But we're not sure what
Just one, 2 at the most.
And they haven't got anything yet about the possibility of floodlights to make use.
The application does say that they have no intention of putting floodlights up.
Thank you.
Excuse me, but they do have security lights around the house, and all they need then is a security light.
I appreciate your point of being up against your
Which are very bright.
against your hedge. Yes, thank you.
Any other questions, Peter?
The lady owns a horse that's been at the Horse of the Year show. It's quite well bred. she was into miniature horses, but since then she's gone on to riding, children's riding horses. That's the one that was represented at the Horse of the Year show. I don't know of any other because I can see them from my field, which is one field in between the field that they proposed to put the arena on. Thing is, if it's a particular size, it has to be managed to accommodate a dressage arena, and I don't know what that size is at the moment.
Well, a menage normally is of a particular size, which I can't give you at the moment,
No.
but it's easy enough to look up.
Yeah, okay. Any other questions? You're welcome to stay while we debate, but after we start our session, there'll be we won't take any questions from the
Okay,
floor.
thank you very much indeed for all your time. Thank you.
Mary, do you want to have a few words, please?
Good evening. My name's Mary Cole. I live at Kingtown Cottage up the road. We moved in a year ago last November. We've got a dog, so I'm up early letting the dog out and whatever. I was finding in the traffic, it was passing the front of one house, was just unbelievable, 40 to 50 miles an hour. And gradually a lot of it I found, sorry to say this, white van men, I've nothing against them, but I think it must be a quick way through. The speed, and it's just getting worse. I can see a fatality. I nearly got caught last Friday taking my dog for a walk, and the white van came coming up, and I always put myself in against my dog, and it just swerved around me. I just wonder, I have rung the police, they put me through to 101, yes 101, spoke to a lady, I explained the situation about the speed that's going on. She said this was last October, and she would put it forward and see what comes. Well, I haven't heard anything, but the thing is, we did notice there was a speed up at the going towards to East Brent, but there's cars parked there, and they slow up. If you put it this way near, I don't mind you putting it outside my house, but the Saturday before Christmas, I was waiting for a friend to come from Weston, and I said to her, don't worry, I'll stand in the lay-by, I'll have my yellow coat on, you can see me. That worked wonders because it slowed them all down. I couldn't believe it. They came round from East Brent, and you could see and you could hear, but it was just...
Thank you for that.
Yeah, that's fine.
All I say is,
I didn't know if there was anything
I live not far from here.
Yeah. So you see it?
I moved into the village 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And since I've been on the council, which is 40 years,
Yeah.
my colleagues would say to you, speeding has been paramount
Yeah.
in our considerations,
Yeah.
and we have tried all sorts of things. The only thing we've got, we have a speed indicator device which we own as a council.
Yes.
Unfortunately, an agricultural or lorry hit it, so it's currently damaged or whatever, and we
Yes.
have got a budget to buy one next year. We have been in contact with the police on numerous occasions, more occasions than I would care to say.
Yes.
You are not the first, and no doubt you will not be the last. But unfortunately, as I said to somebody this afternoon, these things do not seem to get to the top of the priorities until there is a fatality.
Yes.
And in my former county of Oxfordshire, things weren't considered dangerous until there were 3.5 fatalities in a given period. And that's unfortunately what we are faced with, and we do recognise the concerns. We've had it from other people in Burton Road.
Yeah.
We've had speeds recorded in Brent Street of 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So we are trying,
Yeah.
but unfortunately a lot of it is out of our control, but we will, and it is on our agenda tonight, so.
Thank you very much. Thank you all, and thank you for listening anyway.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Meeting agenda. Right, we'll open our oh there. We have no visitors. They're all gone. It's something I said.
They can see you on the film.
True. Right, moving on then to our opening meeting. Apologies for absence, I think we have
We
two.
have from Bella and Andrew, both on health grounds. Okay, so, yeah. Are we happy to accept?
Yes.
And I think all of us are aware of, for Bella, it's
Yes.
ongoing until April. I think it would be beholden upon us to wish her well.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
No, don't watch the video. Right, declarations of any pecuniary, personal or prejudicial interest. Colin?
0004, I feel that I have a prejudicial interest as I know the applicants well.
The 40, number 40.
The very last one.
Oh, beg pardon, sorry.
40 is the Mulberry House one, isn't it?
Oh yeah, beg pardon. It is.
And
Yeah,
then
that's
there's
fine.
also
Yeah, top of
one.
the next page.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that?
So there are two from them. There are two from them, aren't there?
I don't know whether you. Well, we've noted.
So what's the first one then? The stable block?
It's the one right at the bottom, 007.
Oh, sorry. 00, I'm seeing 40. Sorry, I beg your pardon.
I think it's.
Oh, I haven't got that on.
It's basically the last one.
Oh, no,
It's not
okay.
necessary to leave the room. It's up to you. But
No, I won't, I just went.
92 Century.
If it's prejudicial, you have to be happy.
If it's prejudicial, you need to decide whether it's prejudicial or it's personal.
Okay. That's my post, really.
yes, I would suggest when it's unclear. leave
Okay,
it on it.
yeah, that's fine.
Bob?
Draft
Can I declare a prejudicial and pecuniary interest on 0719 00003, because it's next door to our house. Declare a normal planning issue on the other applications, in case obviously they come before the committee, which it just so happens on our next committee 3 applications are coming from Brent Knoll to that committee. And I think it's the general district and county personal.
Anybody else? David?
00041, and that is a prejudicial interest.
Oh, well, we're going to be on our own then, surely, as he's getting.
Who's staying?
So that's it, I think. Right,
Is that because you have knowledge of the person, know the person?
Yeah, and the neighbours,
they're your neighbours.
they're in front.
Good.
Yeah. Thanks to the post
You know where
office.
it's,
Yes.
have you looked at it?
Yes, they have.
It's adjacent to the post office.
Lisa and Nick.
Oh, yes.
Oh, which
Yeah,
one?
so, there you go.
Lisa and Nick.
Right, moving on,
Yes.
can we go through that we have
Oh, right.
can we accept the minutes as an accurate record of what happened last time, please? Proposal second, all in favour? Yeah, good. I'll sign.
Yes, please.
You've got a different quality paper, David.
Yeah, no, we'll.
You're paying too much.
The list of these, I brought my woolly hat as well tonight. So.
You've got two less now, anyway.
Yeah.
Actually,
There was a wonderful British snack at
that floor.
Right, so. Right, moving on then, so the first item on the agenda is, on planning agenda is 0034, erection of stable block and improvements. This is an amendment to what they'd already asked for, my understanding.
What did we say last?
I think we had some issues over the fact that they issues of drainage.
Yes, and they've still got issues of drainage.
Is that the right one? I didn't.
Yes, because that's
Yeah.
well,
Well,
down
we
to the
have,
bottom,
it's-
it's at the top of the
That's
field.
the
Trevor
Jones.
Road, 3-4, that one.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
West Road.
West Road.
Is there an issue with foul water coming from a stable well or anything?
Well, the ex-brew said they had no objection, but they were not adequate, they didn't have adequate details of surface water disposal. And they have got to comply with their requirements prior to work commencing. So they're actually, so they basically have got to do something.
Can we refer to what we said last time, right? Sure, but not last time, but because I think we would have commented on it previously. I meant to look it up, and I apologise.
Let's have a look at that one. You go into Sedgman. I'll have to go directly into Sedgman site.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. I might be under the same application.
Mind you, I believe the stable block we were okay with, it was the next one, which is the swimming pool
Swimming
and
pool,
the...
yeah.
Is that coming back again?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a revised application.
Yes, it is.
So, forget what you're doing now. So that's fine.
Okay.
Sorry. So really, are we happy with the stable block and improvements to existing?
Not at the moment. I don't recall.
We haven't discussed it before, I don't think.
No. I'm sorry, I don't think we have discussed it. This is
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't
this
think
is
it
a complete
The other
new
one,
area.
yes.
They are putting up 6 stables, a grooming place and a feed stable, and it's a complete new block.
The other's the existing
Right.
one.
Well, then we have to object because water authority, the Renwick aren't happy.
Yes.
No, I thought there was an existing stable block up there as well.
No.
Well, they don't have an objection, but they have to comply
Right.
with the ex-brew. I would want them to do
And
that.
then we've got no objection until they actually comply with the
Environmental
regulation.
health, yes, and environmental health.
I don't
So they've
recall
got
that
a
when I
riding
looked at
establishment
the
licence,
sites
not with that.
on this particular application.
Well, the household has done a number of improvements on that site over the last year. It's growing and growing like topsy. I don't remember talking about that.
No, the one we talked
We
about
had
previously was the swimming pool.
Yes, it
But
was.
whatever one it is, the drainage authority aren't happy with it until such times as they
No.
put in.
But that would be put as a condition that Sedgman that they've got to do that.
That's right.
before they grant it.
Yeah,
So we can't.
well, that's on the consultees, you know, that's what's
Well,
around,
they
so.
will deal with that.
So the feeling would be that we can't support it on the grounds of...
One of the authorities required to give their permission
Hmm.
is not happy with the situation.
because the drainage issues haven't been fully defined.
That's right.
Right.
Anybody wishes to be
Council.
counter that? So can I have a show that... So I think that's unanimous.
No, it's not. I'm not voting.
You're not voting?
No, that's one.
So it's
Majority. So then the next one is this was always getting muddled up because it's Mulby House. This is the one that we had a prior application on.
That's right.
Right, yes.
Yes, this is the log building which we had before.
Yeah. Any comments on that, Cynthia?
Council T is Wessex Water. Public sewer may be affected by these works which are going to be carried out. And they would have to, and they were going to send them a statutory consultation response letter, which they have to obviously adhere to. And that's all I had on that. But obviously,
Why is
Can
it
you
revised?
recall what we said last time, and that's the one we need to look at.
it is to do with the sewer.
Let's get on to the line application first of all. Number 40.
Is it right?
Yeah.
those are the plans. It's 10 metres by 14 metres, and it's where it's sited. You need to look at.
Yes.
So location.
So what they're doing, they're putting it within the top of the red boundary. That's where it's going, and it's going near the road. It's quite near the edge, according to where they're siting the building.
At the bottom of the V, you've got the house.
Yes.
Then on the right by the red line, what is that? Is that not a line of stables or what?
Yeah, there are buildings.
Do we know what that?
I believe stabling, what you can
I
see.
thought it might be stabling.
But when you drive down West Road, you can see,
Yeah.
because the head,
Well, I think about it. I mean, presumably if the horses come up to the right, I don't know.
That's what they call a jungle, that's a lane, it's not a road.
No,
That's
so
that's the
that's a
road,
lane.
that is, that's West Road.
Yeah.
The other side, that's a bridle way.
Yeah, it is. Usually
But-
completely.
A lot of work's gone on there just recently.
Can we refer to what we said last time? Or?
We can, if I'm vinyl says more side.
Sorry,
Really, until
I can't remember when it was debated, to be honest.
Right, okay. Unless it's water, that's
Says
all.
more planning side.
So I believe that we had some objection last time on the grounds of drainage and proceed.
We just need to have a road plan,
Well, obviously,
planning
it's
commission.
the sewer.
Quickest way is just type in Brent Knoll.
They said that the works are going to affect the sewer, the sewer.
Postcode.
No, don't worry. Just put a date in and it'll come up, you can search quickly then.
I don't know, but it
Can't
says
get the
here,
date.
public
Oh.
Mulberry House.
Mulberry.
Wessex Water.
That's it,
May be
Mulberry
affected
House.
by the works
Yeah, that's,
Mulberry House.
being carried out.
Certainly.
And they're going to send them this statutory consultant letter. But that's for them to do.
that's a good key word.
I can't.
Very key word.
Right, really, in a sense.
If they're not connected to the sewer, they can't put in
Well, I don't know whether they're not connected. It said whatever they were doing might affect the sewer.
Because it's,
And
perhaps
obviously
it's a
not
date.
this one.
But can you go scroll down a bit, Colin? Owen? And then type in from,
Was it last year?
yeah.
A lot of things down there.
And it will say, I would suggest you change that to
Yeah, it was, yeah.
try April.
But it was a very insignificant place once, wasn't it? They made it.
Okay.
And then just submit. Just submit.
better definition. Or better working in the dark.
Yes, because you type that,
That's what we normally do.
you put that, take out Mulberry House
Yeah.
See.
and then try searching and submit again. Right, let's just scroll down.
Mulberry. Where? Oh, Tilbury, sorry.
I would suggest you start, try number 3 at the bottom. I think it's more recent. That's the orchard. No,
There it is. There it is.
Okay, that's it.
That's it. And then there'll be comments.
Refused.
Planning documents, planning documents.
Refuse planning document, refuse planning.
And then
Consultee replies. Town council.
we said nothing.
User friendly,
Okay, there's an easy way of doing that. Sometimes you have to actually download it. No, they won't let you download the document either. Won't let you download it.
Can you not click on the actual PDF
Yeah,
Single.
try doesn't no.
Double click. You've got Adobe at the bottom. Isn't it? There it is. Oh no, that's
That's
it.
the one we're looking at.
Yeah. No rush.
There doesn't seem to be a way of... So you can download the actual plans,
Yeah.
but you can't download the consultee reply for some reason.
Decision documents. Have a look at the decision documents. At the bottom.
Well,
Yeah,
the
this is
consultees
documents,
were
yeah.
the Westwick Water.
No, it says a refusal, but it doesn't say why.
Yeah. This is why we have problems on sometimes like trying to open the attachments.
Quite right.
And I don't understand why.
David, you're an expert. Would it make a difference on the, as I use Google, Internet Explorer presumably, would that make a difference?
I wouldn't have said so.
No.
It's a PDF file, it should
Yeah.
shouldn't it?
It's technically open with Adobe.
Yeah, you should be able to open that. Hold on, look, hold on, I'm not going to get the download.
Should have had the presentation on the page.
There it is. Oh, that's the application form.
That's it,
It's no good. See, it says decision though, you can download
Download as a zip file.
zip file. When you do the download, it says comes up as application form. Which is, yeah, it's strange.
Weird. Anyway.
So have we not going to get very far with
I'm
that?
not going to get any
I
further.
think the right stuff.
What was that? I was just thinking, you give me a few minutes, I will probably find a minute.
Right.
Just talk amongst yourselves a minute, so I'll find a minute.
Why was it refused by
Application registered, application decided 19th to 11th, so it's probably on our November meeting.
Yeah.
So look at our November meeting. So I'll pick it up from that. Minutes. 19. December, November. I went to the 21st, I think. It's not the 7th. It's not in that one. So maybe in the previous one. October. Let's just have a look at that 21st of November, just in case it's scraped in there. Here it is, I think.
Soon.
Here we are, this is the one. The Parish Council objects the Parish Council recognises and supports the Parish Council comment the application is a non-material application and therefore it should be regarded as a new application as a material amendment unanimous. Are you making a head and tail of that? I don't.
Yeah, it was because they tried, yes. Which is what the Sedgemoor said, that's why it was rejected. It all comes back now. So,
take it as a new application.
to take it as a new application and we've had it submitted, and I guess there's nothing on other consultees, is there, Cynthia?
No, there's nothing.
Wessex Water, it's all about Riverview and
Name sewer.
Yeah,
Main
they're
sewer.
not
It
going
is
to
the fact
dig
that,
down
yes.
on the main sewer, are they? They'll have
So
a map
it
of
may
where
be
it is, they're
affected
not
by
going to try
the-
and build on top of it.
yeah, it's
No, but shall
actually,
they be connected to it?
well, it
I
didn't
don't know.
say they can't be connected, it said it's going to affect it, so whether it's being built too close or, I didn't say that, I said that, that was the main point.
They'll make their play.
So you need to be on the sewer, otherwise you can't let it down the ditch.
And I suppose the statutory consultation letter will set out what they have to